89.7 Power FM. Good morning. It is 7:39, and it's Chris and Don here with you. And we have on the telephone a special guest. And since we're not playing the game show, we needed to find something to talk about, Kindel. And so we're so glad something monumental happened in your life that we could actually fill this little segment on the morning show.
Well, I'm so glad to be of service.
So now, obviously, you had a life-changing event happen last weekend. Kind of tell us about what happened.
Well, last weekend, I got engaged.
Yes, I just saw the video to that, and I don't know, I didn't hear any talking, so it must be that y'all are soulmates because it was like mental telepathy. Did he even say anything, or did he just look into your eyes when he got down on one knee? And the interesting thing is about the video is the entire planet shifted.
It turned sideways.
It turned sideways right when he got on one knee on the stage. But then I didn't hear any words or anything, and maybe because he was so low, he wasn't near a microphone. That might be part of it.
Maybe.
But I'd like to better think that it was more mental telepathy, that he just looked and you knew, and then you didn't have to even say anything. And then all of a sudden I saw a hug, and I said, well, I think that's
a good sign.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I guess so. So now that Chris has given you his entire theory of what...
That was my interpretation of what happened, what really happened.
So let me set this up for you. You're going to the House of Heroes 5 Iron Frenzy concert last weekend with no idea that anything unusual is happening. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And so then what? Then what happened?
Well, I've been looking forward to the concert for a while. Okay, I'm a huge MXPX and 5 Iron Frenzy fan from way back, and I'm friends with House of Heroes, and so I was pretty stoked that they were back in town. So we planned on going to this show for a while. So we went ahead and went to the show. Sure to get there early. Got good spots up front, and then I don't know. At some point during the set, House of Heroes set, they played first. Alan kind of disappeared. I don't really know where he went.
Alan's your guy.
Yeah, that's my guy. Not really concerned. And then, I don't know, 2 songs before the end of their set, he comes walking out on stage. And I was like, what? It took me a few seconds to realize what was going on. And then he walks over to the microphone and he calls me out up on stage, and I was like, "Oh man!"
Well, wait a minute. Was it easy to get up there, or did you have to crowd surf up to the?
Yeah, or crawl up there?
Did the people have to serve you up to him?
Well, as cool as that would have been, I was close enough to take the side door.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. And so, did you
going on?
Did you have an idea of what was going on? I mean, did it register?
I mean, we talked about. A while back, we had talked about, getting engaged. But at this point, at the concert, I had no idea. Now, once he called me up on stage, I kind of had a pretty strong feeling that I knew what was about to happen in front of 500 plus people.
Right.
All of our closest friends and strangers, So,
intimate setting there. How romantic.
Yeah. It was funny, too, because he walked out on stage, and I could hear people going, "Who is this guy?" and all this stuff. So as he awkwardly stands at the microphone in front of all these people, as I'm, making my way backstage and onto the front of the stage, Tim had asked him, "Maybe you should introduce yourself." So he gets up there and he introduces himself, and he's like, "Somebody might want to record this."
And Jay did sideways, but it's there.
Jay did. Apparently, her world shifted sideways.
Right. Well, she moved her phone. She moved her phone right as he got down on one knee, and so it was just like this big shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a space-time continuum shift.
Yes, it was like a planet that lost its axis.
Everyone else did.
Yes.
I'm sure you weren't feeling much at that point. You were probably pretty numb.
I mean, he's up there, and I'm like, at this point, I totally know what's coming. I walk out on stage, and I'm like, oh, boy. And so then he starts this spiel, and I think he only got the first few words of the spiel out into the microphone, and then he got down on one knee and pulled out the ring. And so I don't know how many people from the front heard,
Yeah.
He was not really near the microphone, but at this point, I'm, tearing up in front of all these people,
Sure.
and I'm thinking... if this particular situation wasn't happening, I'd be really angry for making me cry in front of all these people.
I bet you weren't the only one though that was a little teary-eyed at that point.
I'm sure I wasn't. It was pretty special. So of course I accepted.
Yes.
And so that was pretty cool. And I'm friends with those House of Heroes guys, so it was kind of a special. I mean, it was kind of a special event that we were able to work that out with those guys. Apparently, Alan had been in contact with them for a couple of months or something.
So this guy was
through this whole thing to get in touch with them and set
I
it up.
love it. Yeah, he's a planner. That's a good thing, Kindel.
It's true, and we're both huge live music people. You know, I go to concerts all the time, and he is a musician. He performs as well, so it was kind of something that was special to both of us, and so it was kind of neat. I mean, I met him through the House of Blues.
Oh, wow.
So that was kind of a special place for us as well. So
wasn't that about
cool.
last week at a concert, maybe about a week or 2 weeks ago? Or
Oh,
yeah,
man.
just a couple weeks. I like to move fast.
yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you just met this guy.
She makes a decision. She just
Right.
runs with it. Right. So, and not that, of course, you have to specifically tell us everything, but have you guys planned the date? Do you know the details yet? Or are you just kind of still trying to, the shock is still not quite worn off?
I'm not real sure. We both like fall better than spring and summer for a wedding, but so it may be a little bit. It just kind of depends on setting the right date for it and stuff like that. So
You're saying fall. That could either be next year or like 2 weeks from now.
Yes.
So yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's safe to say I'm not gonna be married in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. All right. Well, we just want to make sure so we could keep our schedules clear since Chris and I know that we'll be invited as well. So we just want to,
The whole Power of family.
Well, we wanted
Maybe
to
we'll get House of Heroes to play the reception. Who
that
knows?
would be completely awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I know that you typically don't have to get up this early because you do the late show, of course, on Power FM. But we just wanted to say congratulations and just really. I mean, I wouldn't say wish you the best because it's you're not leaving at this point. So, but we wanted to say we're standing there with you, and we're just very, very excited for you.
Well, thank you.